Right, if anyone hasn't been here before, this is the Emirates experience. I have just had a wander inside and spoke to a few people. It is quite small in there, so I'm not expecting to spend hours here, but I'll do as much as I can. They have got the inner working bits of this big thing inside, so I can tell you all about the bits and pieces because it's well labelled, and we'll see where we go from there. Right, I'll give you an idea of how big this engine is in comparison to me, okay? Right guys, so this is inside. I'll just quickly pan around. So we've got a 380 up on the wall there. And then down here you've got an interactive screen about lift, thrust, weight, drag, air resistance, gravity, friction, all about the weight and the lift. So tons of stuff to know. And over here you've got this big boy. So as you can see, it's absolutely huge. Right, I'm just going to go inside this area. Now there is, in here, an interactive wall which is all the baggage journey. I don't know which airport this is, I can only assume it's Dubai. Right, I'm going to take a seat. Seats are quite comfy for economy. I haven't flown with Emirates before. I'd like to one day, maybe. Right, let's go and have a look at that Trent 900. Here we go guys, this is the Trent 900. Now I'm going to put you down for a second. It is an actual engine, it did exist on a plane. It's got a serial number. I'm just going through all the components. Right, okay, so you've got an idea of the size of this thing. I'm just going to come back here. I mean, it is huge. It is huge. So, the first component of the engine. So, up here, you'll see a number 1. Number 1 relates to the engine monitoring unit. Now, the engine monitoring unit, this acts as the engine's health monitoring system. This is something Rolls-Royce will have control of, and they will use to determine the engine's health, if it needs a service, if it needs components. Let's go to number 2. Now number 2 is actually behind this board. I'm just going to swing it around there. It's just at the top of the engine there. This is the electronic controller. Now, these are called the engine brain. Simply, it controls the engine to achieve power level. It has ultimate control and gives the pilots control with minimum workload and exceptional reliability. Number 3, which is down the bottom there. You can just see it right at the bottom. This is the igniter boxes. So this is what sparks the thing up. This is gonna provide the ignition when the engine is started. Once running, a jet engine is self-sustaining and does not normally need further ignition, provided there's no engine failure or loss of power on flight. Number 4, let's find number 4. This is like an advent calendar. Number 4, I cannot see. So if you can see it, you point it out. I think number 4's fallen off. But it's basically the external gearbox. If anyone can tell me where the external gearbox is, by all means do so. The gearbox assembly transmits power from the engine to provide drives for the accessories mounted on the gearbox front and rear faces. These accessories include the electrical and hydraulic generators which power vital aircraft systems, fuel, oil pumps, which are required to run the engine. During the engine starting, the gearbox also transmits power from the air starter motor to rotate the engine. So a pretty useful bit of kit. Right, number 5 at the bottom there, looking like a vent. This is the oil cooler. Hope you can see that all right. Number five. 5. The oil cooler helps engine lubrication oil and fuel temperatures stay within defined limits, contributing to optimum engine performance. So a really important part down there, all the way down the bottom. At least we found that one. And then we go to number 6. Number 6 is right in front of us. Looks like a red target, you can't miss it. This is the high pressure bleed valve. Discards excess air from the compressor during low power phases of the aircraft's flight, ensuring that the engine operates in a stable manner. This bleed valve is only open for short periods of time, so quite a vital piece, but very small in consideration to the size of the engine. Then we've got number 7 right at the top. Right at the top of the engine there. This is the high intermediate pressure bleed air offtake. Feeds the aircraft's pneumatic system, providing pressured air for passengers. The offtake air is hot, so a proportion is also used to de-ice aircraft and engine surfaces, which could become ice-laden. So that makes a lot of sense. Nothing going to waste. Okay, then we go to number 8. Now number 8's right in front of us again, it's just up here. This is the turbine case cooling inlet and valve, otherwise known as the TCC. Controls airflow and cools the turbine cooling in order to shrink the casing closely above the rotating blades inside. This ensures the best possible fuel efficiency. So another really important part. That's really interesting about the turbine cowling in order to shrink the casing closely above the rotating blades. Then we've got number 9. Number 9 is right in the middle here on those orange pipes. I believe that's insulation. Okay. Hi Christine, how are you doing? Okay, number 9 is the fuel spray nozzles. Sprays fine mists of aviation fuel into the engine's combustion chamber prior to being ignited. So that, along with the igniter boxes, this gets this baby going. Okay, then we're going to come down a little bit. And lastly, we've got the number 10, which is right at the top. Okay, this is the rear engine mount. I'm going to come around this way, you'll be able to see the hole. Can you see that? So that's your Rolls-Royce Trent 900. Amazing piece of kit, amazing. Just come around here so you get a better shot of it. I'm just going to pan around here. Now this interactive screen basically tells you all about the turnaround of the A380, and along with this we've got landing, taxi, arrival, offloading, loading, departure, taxi and takeoff, taking around 110 minutes I believe. Now you can see all the different bits and pieces going on. We've got the cargo bays opening, and we've got the cargo leaving the aircraft, we've got the luggage leaving the aircraft, we've got people disembarking the aircraft. And as you can see, in the space of 15 minutes, this is obviously sped up, in the space of 15 minutes, a lot goes on. In comes the catering, off goes all the cargo, another 380 going past, catering's going in. At this point, this is 20 minutes into the arrival of the aircraft. Staff are going on board to clean and clear the aircraft. Now this is at 25 minutes into the arrival. 20 minutes gone off. So catering's gone, the old catering's left, new is going on. Cargo is still coming off. Okay, now we're 30 minutes into it. Refueling will begin. Offload is now complete. 70 minutes remaining till departure. Poop tanks are emptied. Jet fuel's going in. Okay, now the aircraft is more or less clean, it's empty. Crew board the plane approximately 65 minutes before pushback, which is about now. Okay, some of the catering trucks are now finishing. 55 minutes left to turn around. Cargo is going in. So cargo's going in. Catering is now finished. Okay, crew are on board. 46 minutes left to departure. Aircraft is 57% full, or 57% of the amount required. Baggage is still going on. There are 7 crew on the ramp handling team, responsible for the unloading of the cargo. Okay, 34 minutes left till departure. So passengers are boarding. Fuel is complete. Fuel is distributed between 12 main tanks and the trim tank, providing the ideal weight and balance for takeoff. Passengers are still boarding at this point. 25 minutes left till departure. Cargo looks like it's finished, or more or less finished. Baggage looks like it's more or less finished. The tug is in position, ready. 19 minutes left till departure. Loading is complete. Right, I think they're just emptying the poop tanks. Get rid of all that brown sludge. Okay, boarding is complete. 65,000 kilograms of total passenger, cargo and luggage. Okay, pushback has been authorised. 4 minutes till departure. Air bridges are removed. Air traffic control cleared departure. Aircraft is pushed back. Engines cannot reverse thrust to push the aircraft back. Whether that's because the aircraft's too heavy or not. Thanks. Okay, and that's your turnaround. Okay, so this is an A380. I don't think it's to scale, although I could be wrong. It does display all the usual things you would normally see, like the pitot tubes. You've got static ports, plugs. Let's just have a little walk around. This thing's huge. It's absolutely huge. Now inside at the top there is a simulator. I'm not sure if that's going to be mine today, but there are more simulators. There's also 777s. You have the choice of either when you book your experience. Okay, over to my right we have an economy class seating. Now I'm not sure if this is the latest economy class seating, but it looks pretty standard. You've got your entertainment, which I believe is the ICE entertainment on the Emirates. You've got headphones. I'm sure there's probably some kind of tour on there. I'm not going to listen to it because none of you guys will be able to hear that. Pitch looks pretty generous, as it should be for Emirates. Okay, right, I'm going to take you upstairs. That sounds very rude. Very, very rude. Okay, yeah, to do the experience, mine was £60. That includes your simulator, which is 30 minutes. You can pay extra and do more, but that's what the cost was to me. That includes the experience as well. Okay, so I'm going to turn it round, and there's your 380, which we were just looking at. You can see the tower from Heathrow, and in the background there you've got the Trent 900. Okay, just pan that around. Okay, we're just going to go in this 380 sim area now. Now this is someone doing their experience, so I'm not going to peer in too much. But this is the area where people are doing their sim. You've got 777s, you've got 380s. You can fly for longer than 30 minutes. I believe it's just double the price. I'm sure they'll probably try and vlog that to me when I'm in there. Hey guys, just so you know, we're in the sim. The guy I'm with, he's just going to get me a chair, so I can put the tripod on. Shall I hit fly now? Yeah. Okay, wicked. Right, let's go.
Fly Emirates flight experience.
Should we start? Yeah. Yeah, so am I just hitting start here? Okay. Right, let's get this girl in the sky. Okay. There isn't a speed range.
Oh, you've got speed range as well. When you use your rudder pedals, just to stay on. So you just push it right, it'll start taking this. Usually you shouldn't do that at the beginning, there's no pictures to it.
I blame the crosswind.
Yeah, so now we can put it up in the air now. We keep the noses under 10 degrees in the air. And then the speed just needs to be up to 250. So when that little kick back from this to 250, that's what we want to kind of balance our speed. So the longer the green arrow is,
Don't need to drop on someone's house.
yeah.
Under 180, turn right to 185, and reduce speed 180 knots. Right to 185, forward through that, turn down 180.
That's it, so now you can start to bring your nose a bit more forward. You can start to take off the engine now. Hang on, let's say left you as well. That's it. So now you can straighten up a little bit.
40. 20 minutes remaining.
The engine can be off, that's it. And then it's just about bringing your nose more forward.
So just take it out 2, then you're up to do 3,000 feet.
Great. I think I've greased it. Who's on it? Yeah, we're doing Dubai, we're doing night time. Okay, sound effects are pretty good.
Yeah.
Do it for a bit more, but you know.
Yeah.
Wanna
Bad
set the labels.
It would be good if they did do it, but it's going to cost me. I think in Heathrow, if you went on the simulators, it's about £600.
Really?
But they're the ones where every single button works.
Yeah, yeah,
Moves
yeah.
and everything, so.
Yeah, I did one locally where I live.
Oh, you can see it as well.
Oh yeah.
Even though it's a bit far.
Yeah, you can see it 20 feet away. Yeah.
And I think the other one's further on. It's like, you see it.
You can, yeah, you
got-
just about see it. Yeah, that's wicked. That is good. Stay clear of that.
Sometimes when you're landing and you've got another aircraft trying to land as well, we start screaming up the signal saying traffic and
Really?
yeah.
So you get all like T-cats.
Yeah, you get a little bit. So as I was saying, the normal landing was straight in front of us, but the bus was basically further out and a bit to the left. So our centre line is there, and the runway is there, and obviously the aircraft, you've got to kind of get on the body of that line to make sure you're straight for that runway.
So we start turning a second. It's crosswinds are terrible.
Jet 1533, turn left, 20. Left eye 120, 716, up 1533.
It's coming in smooth,
Exactly.
straight in now. A little bit to left. Straight yourself up. So it's going to be up.
Contact here, departure 124.75, good day. 41, 2475, so long.
Straight to the right.
100,
That's it.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
10 minutes remaining.
Head out somewhere else.
Yeah,
Got enough time?
we can do Hong Kong.
Yeah, let's do
Thai Thai, roads, dangerous airport.
Oh, that's not the one where you're coming over the... Is it that one, is it? No way. I've got to get that going.
Emirates 18 clear to take off.
23, jet flight, center 1.
So once we go up here,
Contact here, center 128.
one thing we're going to kind of worry is the altitude and speed, because it's only probably about another 5 minutes before we get to the runway. So we don't want to be too high or too fast, because it's only a matter of time if we start putting it back.
230. Beat 1.
What we probably want to start to do is go over this mountain over here as well. Go over the mountain, yeah. Go sharp right over. This arrow is going to move towards the net, and then once we go over the mountain, we're going to follow the arrow. Okay, and that's going to tell us where the checkout is. Right. So yeah, if you have yourself, if you get yourself to go more or less with the 90s, that's going to show you. So maybe to bring our altitude, I'll say kind of bring our altitude down towards, we want it to be on about maybe 2,000 rather than 3,000. We're still a bit too high, a bit too fast. Where these borders are, we've got to get close to it and low to it. And then once we can see the checkerboard, then we've got to do a right turn. That's perfect. So now we can drop our speed now. That speed rate to drop our speed to 150. The runway is literally facing this way into the sea, so that's where we do our turn. Yeah, okay. There's going to be a bend, and then we're going to straighten ourselves up back. What speed are you looking for? About 160? Yeah, 160, 150. So we keep going towards the checkerboards, that's good. So we can start to drop that out just a bit more, maybe bring it down to about 1,000 slowly, so as we get closer, we don't want to be too low to the heights, so we can say too low.
5 minutes remaining.
No, fair. Tony.
Just turn a bit now, so go to the right.
500.
So as long as you're on the lights, you should be good. So you don't want to overturn it. If you overturn it, you're going to be on the right hand side of the runway. So, then once we are straight for the runway, it's straighten up, put it down quite quickly because the runway is already small. So even then, the speed can still make us go in the sea. That's why they had to close it down a good 20 years ago. So that's it. So speed can be off now. And now it's all on you to bring it down. Once we do touchdown, feet on the brakes.
20, 10.
Is that a bounce?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the closest airport about 20 years ago.
It's better. You just can't imagine
Doing this in
without an airport like that.
I've had a few customers that have been on flights
Really?
how many years ago, yeah.
Thank you.
Take care, you will. Bye.
One minute remaining.
American 443, good gas, 2500.
100.
American 443, export credit contact, let me take 5,000. Okay, 5,000, left turn 130, American 443.
20. 10.
Go for his taxi away.
1533, contact, you have center 128.3. 128.3, good day, jump to 1533.
I'm not sure what's worth, landing on the grass or smashing it into the toe.
Jump to 282, 1705. Jump to 219, your export credit contact, I maintain 11,000. 11,000, jump to 280.
I was getting fun. Thanks for that. That's alright.
I'm afraid your flight session has now ended. We hope you enjoyed your time as an Emirates captain, but you will join us on board one of our flights soon.
It is. It's like you focus on something where you need to focus on it,
Yeah.
not just staring at it all the time.
Exactly.
You know, and like just being efficient at doing it, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Be efficient at doing, reading displays. Then you can probably nail it every time. And then again, just getting used to flying the simulator.
More practice, more better.
That's it, man. I need to get on that leaderboard.
Yeah. You've got 42,000 for your score.
Yeah. Do I win a prize?
Not unfortunately. But it will show up on that scoreboard before it goes away.
Cheers,
You
buddy.
see it right behind you.
Oh yeah, I'll go and have a look at that. Cheers, buddy. Thanks a lot. Oh man, that was mental. Okay, so don't. Oh, there we go. I'm on the bottom of the chart. There we go. There we go. There we go. Look at that. How long will I stay on there? 2 minutes. This is 777. Another 777. 380. And this was the 380 I was in. Okay, right. Right, well that's that, guys. That was hard work. Trying to look at more than one screen at a time, trying to concentrate on looking at one thing, looking at another, watching your power, watching the pitch. It's a lot to take in. That guy I was just flying with, absolutely sound. Hello. Clearly he would kick my ass on that simulator. Mind you, if I worked here, I don't think I'd let anyone on it. But just before I leave, it is getting dark outside. Just thought I'd show you the Trent 900 again. A380 turnaround. It tells you on this screen everything you would need to know, like offloading, loading, departure, taxi, takeoff, etc. How long it takes, the required time for bits and pieces. There's the 380 again. Right, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any questions, then just send them across to me. If I can answer them, I will. If I can't, there's Google. Cheers again, pal. That was awesome. All right, mate. Take care. Bye-bye.